Okay, folks, Bob at Bob's Classic Cars and Parts. I'm here with my buddy Eldon Moore. Say hey. Now, Eldon, this is a 66 Belvedere that belongs to Eldon. Now, this car used to be mine. And what's cool about this car, I mean, it breaks my heart, but I sold this car to Eldon. He took advantage of me, folks. He put me in a headlock. He's twice my size. What was I supposed to do? You know, so.
This is why you never deal with friends when you're drinking.
Tell me about it. God almighty. But this was my car. I sold it to him a couple years ago. It was originally a 273 three-speed on the column. Yep. The guy that I bought it from put a 440 in it with a steel crank and a Hemi spline 4-speed behind it and an 8 3/4 rear end. And then he went and put not Edelbrock, Mopar Performance stage 5 heads, aluminum heads, and this big giant intake manifold. It looked like it sucked the carburetor right down the manifold.
Got any disc brakes on it?
But I got myself in a jam. I had a lot of stuff going on. I had about 9 project cars, and I tried to sell a couple of the ones that were not as dear to me, and I couldn't sell them. And I said, well, I need some cash to finish up one of my cars, which I still haven't finished 2 years later, but I did get the cash. But anyhow, Eldon come over, and like I said, he put me in a headlock, and I ended up selling him this car. And he's in the process of doing a full restoration on it.
We're going to try to make you proud, Bob.
He's going to try to make me proud. He won't sell it back to him. I've offered him 5 times what he paid for it. But
don't say that on there. My wife might watch this.
I might end up offering you 5 times. I missed this car so bad. I cannot believe I sold this car.
It was originally a 3-speed on the column, but it's got the 4-speed and it's done correctly with the hump.
Yep.
The previous owner done really well with this car.
The hump was welded in. Yep.
It was bucket seats. It was the correct bucket seat interior, which are out now. They've been reupholstered,
right.
And we haven't put them back in yet because we're going to wait. As you can see, we're working on getting the body down and trying to get the running gear and all back together.
So you got a steering wheel for it?
Yeah, I got a steering wheel for it to take that little.
The guy I bought it from put quarter skins on it.
Looked like quarters had been put on it, and somebody had done a pretty fair job on doing it.
When I bought the car, it didn't have back glass in it, and me and my buddy Steve, who's out back, he's camera shy. He helped me put this rear glass in.
Right.
And I'm the one that did this. I was testing some paint right outside. No, I don't like that. That's a little too gold.
That's a little coppery.
A little bit too coppery. So,
but if you look at that burnt orange paint under here, that is a beautiful
that is,
color.
Yeah.
And that's the color we're going to make.
I was going to go back with that same color.
Originally, this car was kind of a silver green color, but this car right here, that color is beautiful.
Yep.
So we're going back with that color. We've got new bumpers for it. And we've got some of the trim off. We're just kind of sanding it down to make sure that everything under it is okay because it had been in primer and spots for a while.
Yeah, you're doing the flatboard. That's the proper way to do it.
We're trying to get it.
I miss this car so much.
As possible. The
Lord.
The floors, the body on this car is as tight as you will ever find on one of these cars.
Now I'm the one that drilled the holes for the bucket seat, and I did not put the proper braces in it. So you do if you're gonna put buckets.
When we go back with it, we'll take care of that.
To make sure you know that.
Just finding one of these cars where the floor pans do not eat out. This car's still got the Certicard under the hood.
Yep.
But the trim down the side was as straight as could be, and it still had the one of the coolest features on these cars to me. The gas cap.
Yep, it's part of the emblem.
It's part of the emblem. Yep. It's got the Plymouth emblem. Yep. The one on the other side is just part of the trim. It doesn't match. Right.
Let's show them what you're talking about. Let's move around that side and show them.
And if you look at any of these cars, the majority of them.
See, this side is just part of it looks like another gas cap, but it's not. It's just part of the trim.
It's just part of the trim. Right. That one's fixed.
It's fixed, correct. And this car I sold, it had a bench seat in it, and I didn't like the way the seat sat. It sat too high. I'm tall.
Right.
My head was almost in the roof. So that's the reason I pulled the bench seat out. And I actually sold that to a guy in Missouri.
Really?
I put it on a pallet and sent it to Missouri.
Wow.
And then I got those bucket seats out of a parts car. They were out of a Belvedere, the green ones. Right. They were out of a Belvedere parts car.
The bucket seats and all are, they sit good in this car. We actually drove this car for a little bit. The brakes were, you can tell it had been sitting,
right.
You'd had it sitting for a while.
Right.
Front brakes were locked up, so we wound up putting new calipers and everything on it and getting all of that taken care of. And, the engine that was in it was a hoss. It was probably too much engine for the car with no frame connectors or anything.
We can put frame
that.
connectors in. That was my intention, was to put frame connectors. I actually had some frame connectors for it.
But it, so you know, we're probably going to put something in it that's a little more mild, and still going to be a fun car. You know, it's got a 323 short grip under it, an 8 3/4 rear end. We're going to leave the 4-speed and leave it a 4-speed and leave it a big block.
That's some more of my test paint. I said, Lord have mercy. I bought a whole quarter of that stuff too.
Did you really?
I did.
Wow. Well, you might use it on something someday.
Yes, I'll use it for base color or something, right?
Maybe some, you know, your toolbox or something.
Yeah, I loved it. I've always liked this body style. I mean, it had a 440 Hemi 4-speed, aluminum heads, and I sold the darn thing, guys. Kick me. I know you want to kick me. I know. Good Lord.
No, don't kick him. We appreciate it.
Yeah, he appreciated it. I shouldn't say sold. I gave it away.
Well, it was a good deal for somebody.
It was a good deal for you, but man.
But you'll be happy when you see it back.
And then I spent that money on another car, and I don't have it finished. So it's just one of them things. But I've had a lot of cars go through my hands. This most car guys do. You know, it just stuff happens in life. But anyway, folks.
At least you know where this one's at. You can visit it, and you know, keeping up with them is part of the fun. You know, I buy, sell, and trade like Bob does.
Do you leave that door locked?
Yes.
You do?
Just with cameras and rabid pit bulls and security from the air.
I've got a car just like that, except it's all in all primer.
Oh, really?
Just exactly like this.
Just like it on the all primer.
Yeah, don't have the motor in it. Yeah, it's just like this.
4-speed too.
Yeah, it's got a 4-speed and everything. Okay, folks, so we're kidding around. We're car guys. We have a lot of fun. We don't sweat the small stuff. We don't get uptight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the channel, because that's what it's all about. It's about having fun. Please, please, please have fun with your cars. Have fun with your friends. That's what it's all about.
Sharing the cars and the stories behind them is
Tell me
really,
about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's the most fun.
Tell me about it. Yep, that's what it's all about.
Other than that, they're just objects.
There's no need to do any hating. Just have fun. All right, folks, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button and comment. Thank Eldon for showing the world my car. And, hit that bell notification. That way you'll be notified of any new videos I put up. I got a lot of great stuff coming. You ain't gonna believe the stuff I've got coming. So hit that bell and hit that notification, and hit like and subscribe and comment. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. All right, folks, take care.
Back home where she belongs.